Everyone, with how the internet works, you'll have clips of people doing awful stuff, populating all over social media, and then you'll see them like get in no trouble at all. I mean, every second of every day, there's always like some crime being committed, and the criminal always gets away because it's impossible to find and catch them. And when you can record yourself committing a crime, upload it, and have people like, clap and cheer for you, you can make a presence out of just being a bad person. Who would have known? But there are golden times where the person, the criminal, or the person in the account gets a little bit too close to the sun, or makes a dumb mistake, and they leave enough evidence for the police to find and arrest them, where they felt very proudly of themselves, posting the clip all over social media. And ironically, that's one of the best things you see happen online, because you go for like someone's account, they have like 20 videos of them like, looking very happy, like maybe stealing money, and then you see like they haven't uploaded the video in quite a while when they were making frequently on schedule, and then you look up their name online and oh wow, 10 years in prison, nice. I want you to get a bit of a side tangent, I'm sorry, but one of the most common clips I see, and crimes by the way, that I hate seeing all the time, is like people just speeding on the road. Like by far, no matter what app you use, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, that's one of like the most common clips you see on them. We're also having a lot of like positive reaction, like from car guys in the comments being like, oh hell yeah, that's sick. And it just pisses me off because it's endangering people on the road are actually being mindful and driving safely, but then they get launched out of the windshield because some person behind them crashed into the back like 120 miles per hour. Old people, fun fact, are especially fragile because like even a tiny collision can lead to like a bit of a violent whiplash, which even from there they'll die from it. So no matter how boastful these drivers are, being like, oh dude, I've never been a crash and I never will in the future, it doesn't even matter because at some point it will, like on a highway or on the road, and you can't guarantee the safety and condition of the victim in the other car to be good enough to survive a car crash. However, in this tiny rambling of a madman of mine, this is where Squeeze Benz comes in, who you definitely know from his name more than his beautiful mug of a face, because you all definitely saw him on his Neon stream where it was a collab, it was barely a collab, where he promised him he'd drive safely. Who would know that a dangerous driver would break that promise, going speeding on the road, even while Neon was begging him to slow down for his safety and should not get his stream banned. When that whole drama was going around and I made my video on him, I definitely took a stance of hating way more on Squeeze Benz than Neon. I mean, don't get me wrong, there's no worse streamer to defend than him because his catalog of just the worst stuff ever live on camera. But my one important point being that, was he behind the wheel? Was he driving it? No, it wasn't. Didn't think so, retards. It did feel like a bit of redemption when he hit another car, almost like ego and pride biting him in the ass. But it is kind of saying like, how was it could have been? Because Neo on the stream, he wasn't screaming for nothing. He was going quite fast. Well, even though people were laughing at him for crying like a baby, honestly, if I was him like on the passenger seat, I would have been like pissing and covering my pants because I hate that shit. But yeah, after he hit the other car, he pulled up a road and dropped off Neon, where it seemed like nothing bad would happen, apart from Neon getting banned, for a day on Kick. It seemed that Squeeze banned, he'd be fine after, because he goes for like extreme measures to make sure his identity is never known, especially to the police. Where he's got a helmet on, he doesn't speak, he probably doesn't even have like a license plate on the car, so nobody could find him. However, when you're featured with like one of the most popular streamers in a clip, where your name, Squeeze Benz, gets posted up, and you have a whole history of like an Instagram account where you post clips of you speeding and committing crimes, it's only natural that the swift hand of justice and karma would strike you down after that, which thankfully did happen because after that, the New York Police Department started an investigation onto him to track down who he was and where he lived. But funnily enough, they didn't catch him on a high-speed chase, even though that feels suitable. They found him after he was arrested for punching another guy. That's so funny to me. He could evade the police at 180 miles per hour on the street and make like right-angle turns, but punching another drunk guy at a bar was his downfall. Idiot. But to be fair, it does make sense how he'd be caught that way, because I was saying a while back how like nearly impossible and dangerous it is to try to catch someone speeding. Having one person going extremely fast down the road is already bad enough, but I don't like two massive police cars right behind them trying to get in front of them. That would be even worse, which is why more commonly you see like those police spikes being thrown down on the street. But even then, that takes a lot of like cooperation between officers, and it doesn't even ensure that the speeding car comes to a complete stop. It'll probably like keep on sliding, which explains why people like Squeeze Benz can do stuff like this so often and make videos out of it. Because even if you watch his stuff, you can see like clips where the police behind them stay back for quite a distance because they definitely know it's now worth the risk of a collision. However, now that he's arrested, I'm pretty glad to say that he's really f***ed as well, because he was charged with theft for having a stolen bike in his possession, which I'm not sure if he stole the bike himself or he borrowed like another person. I don't really care, as long as like more extra shit you get in more trouble. His Instagram account was taken down as well, even though I feel like now looking back at it, it should have been banned a long ass time ago for having clips showing someone committing an actual crime crime, even though maybe if you put like enough hashtags, you know, and the right funk music, you know, maybe then it'll be like good Instagram content. But back to what I said earlier about people becoming famous for like posting illegal stuff, because like once they get arrested, it completely backfires on them. With the stuff that made them popular completely flips to like a huge catalog of crimes, so a judge to pick and mix to make the sentence longer. And that's 100% the case for Squeeze Benz. Even though I'm pretty sure he's planning on like streaming on Twitch in substitution for like getting his Instagram account banned and should still have a fan base. Even though I pray to God he does make a return, which I don't think he will. He probably have like one single stream on Twitch and then get banned again. Because I mean, come on, it's Twitch. They're gonna be way more strict on him than that used condom of a platform, Kick. The last thing I want to say about him is that when I first looked him up like a long ass time ago, I initially saw that it was a group of people under one name being Squeeze Benz. Because on every clip I could find under that name, it was him like 5 other guys concealing their face and having their voices distorted so you couldn't actually hear them. So although I am glad that the actual guy who was Squeeze Benz got arrested, he's just like one of many of the people that post clips of them speeding on the road and put it on their Instagram or just any platform. I don't think it matters, because when you get popular enough, you can post the worst clips ever, but people will still see you as like a good account. So I do hope like there's more of a crackdown on this kind of stuff, because it definitely encourages other people to do it as well in their own free time, or you know, try to like make their own popular account of themselves. And that just pisses me off, honestly, you know. It pisses me off.